right, so we're gonna try to make this very quick. Don't even have I don't even have that disclaimer up, but just so you know, just in case, just make sure that you guys understand this content is for educational entertainment purposes only. Okay, these are not trade signals. These are me analyzing the market for education and entertainment purposes only. So let's go back and jump right in. So this is going to be a review of basically the major and minor forex pairs. I'm not going to be doing. I don't do exotics or things like that. So jump right into it because I don't have much time. Going to move kind of fast, but a lot of the stuff is self-explanatory based on some of the things that you guys see me talk about every day. I'm not going to be doing advanced pattern recognition unless there's something very, very clear there, but these aren't for the most part, these aren't going to be pattern setups. These are going to be 3-bar reversal setups like you see here. So my objective here is to go look through the week and plot out as many of these as I can. And like I said, some are going to have more of a probability to just fill and give the opportunity. So, and I walk through them. Like I said, I'm going to have to start going kind of fast. I don't have much time. This is pound Audi. Pound Audi meets the first set of criteria with the bullish engulfing candle and the doji. And I'm looking to see what the trigger bar wants to do. But so far, the trigger bar does not look, the entry and trigger bar does not look good at all. It looks like this might be one that probably wants to go ahead and get away. Remember, doji is it's indecision, meaning we don't know. But once the decision is made, meaning once the third candle closes above or below the indecision candle, that is usually the direction that the price action is going to move in. So I plot it out, I line it off because, and I have alarm set. If price action closes below that yellow doji, I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to grab the Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to go from low to high right there. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at the target to 618 right there. There's one more thing I could do with this. Okay, the other thing that I could do with it is I could say this is trending down. This is trending down. I could get very aggressive on this and turn this into a very, very long-term macro setup. Okay, I could take any of these levels here and I could run extensions from anything up here, basically. Anything up here from the highs. I could run an extension from the high to the low here if I want to get crazy, crazy long term. I don't really think there's a reason for that. Me looking at it right now, what I would suggest, since there is an opportunity, is targeting to retest this area where he came from. Okay, but a lot of things have to take place for that to happen. That third candle needs to close under that doji. If he runs off and does something else, I don't care. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes. I already have an alarm set. That's basically at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., I'm going to come and check. If price action is below the doji, I'm going to take the trade. If it's set up just like this, yes. If not, no. All right. Pound NZD, same thing. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I actually have built my own indicator to show me the 3-bar reversal. That's a sneak peek for another whole nother video. And it will identify. It will just come show me with a question mark. Hey, you actually have one of these. But bullish engulfing candle, nice little doji, and then we are working on the third candle, the trigger and entry, the little blue guy right there. So this one we have, like, looking at the structure, right, you know, we see him taking out the previous low right here and then having a lower low, lower close, a new structure low right here. So this is basically just the outside return, okay, retracement that you should expect once you get a break and close beyond previous structure like that. That's what you should expect. A pullback right here. Now, these retracements can be different. Sometimes you can expect 38%, maybe a 382 pullback if you're really going to hit a trend and start running wide, you know. Oops, sorry about that. 382 maybe on this guy right here. What did he do? Hit 382 on the dot. And then you just keep trending, especially if it's set up by an engulfing candle like that. And if that happens, remember, once 10 o'clock comes around. Where's my chat at? I can't even see the chat. Nothing in the chat. Okay, good, fine. Um, uh, if the third candle closes below where I have the doji marked off, I take the trade. But this one's going to be a little bit different. This one, um, this one isn't one where I would want to just target, maybe a 618 retracement off this low to this high. Like a 618 off that. This is not one like that. This is not one where I would even want to chase a retest of this structure here. Okay, this is one where I would be coming up here to the high. Okay, from the high, and I'm running an extension off that whole leg. This is a 382 retracement. I'd be expecting a 1618 extension. Okay, so I'd be looking at the extension right here, and if this happens, so you guys see, you have to set up beforehand. Okay, 1618 is down there. So if this, let's say, what were to close, let me show you. If we were to close beyond that doji, and I take the long short too, I'm just gonna put it right here, just anything, right? Anything, and of course stops right above it, as you guys have seen me talk about many times, right? Right, because I think if that happens, he's not coming back. This gives us the opportunity to get involved in a, how much is that? Almost 7-1, 6-1. Oops, hold on. All right, so yeah, it gives us a chance to get involved on a 6-1 trade. So that's what I'm looking for on something like that. But again, there's no guarantees. I don't expect anything. See, the thing is, we got to stop expecting stuff. We got to stop acting like we know something. We don't know anything. It's, we have to let the market come, and then if it comes, I'll trap it. We're gonna react to it, basically. But that condition has to be met. If not, if you go somewhere else, I don't care. I'll go have a beautiful day. Trade psychology stuff. Okay, most of these are setups on these all over the place. Of course, my indicator is really getting off and kicking butt, finding these things. I don't like how funky his wicks are on here. The shadows are just doing a little too much for me. And remember, this is just a beta test for me that I've created, an indicator that will show me, alert me when there's a 3-bar reversal. So this one actually looks a little bit better. Rinse and repeat, engulfing candle, doji, trigger bar. Now I'm lining off where I need the trigger bar to close out on this one. This one looks like this one might want to do it though. Okay, I'm lining off. Remember, the rule is break and close beyond the doji. If you break and close beyond the doji, we got to trade. It's just because the wicks, this is why I like the perfect A+ ones without crazy wicks, because the wicks are messing up the risk versus reward. And I tried to talk about that on my live yesterday. So let me see if I can go in and determine bias. There's really no bias. This is really just a box of just consolidated garbage. Not really. There's a lot of good stuff going on in there. So let me not say that. Consolidation is not garbage. Consolidation is amazing if you know what you're doing, like 3-bar reversal winners in there both ways. So, and advanced patterns and stuff too, all kind of good stuff in there. So, yeah, don't listen to people who don't know what they're talking about and would say something like consolidation is garbage, and you get this kind of action out of it. Okay, you guys got to really start watching who you listen to. Okay, cool. But not to lose track. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on this one again. Got 4 hours. Is my chat even working? I don't know. Good morning, everyone, if you came here. But not 4. 3 hours. 10. It's 7 a.m. Coming up on 7 a.m. 10 a.m. If my trigger bars are closed beyond my dojis, then I'm just gonna fire off a bunch of trades. If they meet the criteria, I want them to be A+. Some I might leave alone. Okay. How am I gonna treat this guy here? This guy here, right? What we're gonna do with it? Okay, let me clean this up. This guy here that's setting up here, we're gonna go from low to high. Okay, we're gonna grab the Fibonacci retracement. We're gonna go from low to high and look for the 618. Okay, because that's gonna be the target on that guy. Okay, and if that works, if we can close beyond that, okay, and we'll take the long short too. We don't know where this candle's gonna close. It could drop down dramatically. Let's say he stops where he's at right here, right? And then I got stops right above the doji right there. Then that's what this one's going to be. It's 1.3, barely fits inside the rules, just barely. 1.3 to 1, just barely. Where we at? 651. There's so many. I don't even know how many I'm going to be able to. UJ had one, but it ran off. UJ had engulfing candle doji, but this one is like doesn't look like he wants to play fair. AUD CAD looked like it wanted to create a bullish one, but it doesn't want to play fair. USD CAD. This one is interesting. This one's interesting. It's not a plus. So I did have it plotted out. You have engulfing candle, you have doji, and then our I need to go check the news. Engulfing candle doji, not the kind of doji that I want, but it is kind of like a doji. It's not a plus. I might bypass this one. I like the risk versus reward on it though, but I need to see if this guy can come close up under it. Close beyond that doji, and I'll take another look at it. Not sure. Notice how these charts are clean. It's not a whole bunch of stuff on them. All right, AUD, USD. So that's a lot of movement in the last couple of minutes. There must have been a news event that really changed some stuff up. Yeah. Okay, so this one here, there was bullish here, and then that chance definitely news in the last 5 minutes. Euro dollar drop. Is he CHF? Okay. All right, same thing. But I would want our doji here to be. I wish this always clicked when I clicked it. I wish our doji was in our bias. It's not. I have to keep my eyes on it. And USD CHF. Okay. The New York is alive right now. New York is alive. Okay. So yeah, a lot of things completely. Okay. We're gonna keep eyes on who is that? Euro Audi. Euro Audi. And I'm not going by if there's just a doji. I'm going by everything else that I see. So really starting with the engulfing candle and then doji. Remember, if the doji isn't in my favor, I really don't even care. Okay. So I'll probably do another session where I drop off the swings and come a little bit more. Look at that. That's a good one right there. AUD CHF. It's going to be good. So I'm just really just plotting some of these out. You guys this will help you guys like see like what to look for if you are even considering incorporating something like this into your strategy. And yes, you can do it on all time frames. A lot of people like to ask for that. Bullish engulfing candle, doji, and my bias looking for action to trade after that. But of course, the way the market is moving right now, this is a 4-hour chart, and this thing is just ripping. Pretty much, I could say, took out a lot of opportunities that were just there when I started, like this right here. This candle, this thing at the end of this just blasted through. So, but there's still, as I'm looking at it, there's still some stuff that's not being affected the way I think. Oh, you know what? I'm not even paying attention. Duh. Not even paying attention. The euro pairs are the ones that should have like all the crazy movements in them. Because I don't know exactly how much that trade deal they signed yesterday is going to help them. I know it's going to help the U.S. economy a whole lot, but just looking through. Not so at first when I started, that's really 27 yesterday, last night, and it's CAD CHF. Okay, so there's a lot of countries, and they're okay. So I guess I'm just gonna have to stick to where I am, what I had. But it seems like I might have to tear everything up, and you guys have to be okay with that. You might have to tear everything up, let new setups come into play, and then you could pretty much just see what you got. This one is still live. Pound Audi is still live, but the way things are looking, it looks like that that third candle is probably not going to trigger below that doji. So I'm just taking one more glance at it. This one is still good. I like this. The Pound NZD is probably the best one of the day so far. Yeah, that pound NZD. But again, even though it's there, I don't know. Somebody said something in the chat. Drew, good morning, and thanks for jumping on with me yesterday. I'm just going through. I'm just kind of like starting off just to set up and see how the week would look if I took a whole bunch of swing trades, but they gotta be 3 bar reversals. But then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Saturday's news out of Europe really changes a whole lot of things up, and that stuff really, really just kicked in. No, 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 no. You got to be willing to be wrong. Being wrong is perfectly fine. Yeah, and trying to force it is a bad thing. You either got it or you don't, and that's kind of like what I was talking about, like trying to force it. Yeah, we don't force things. We don't force, we don't predict, we don't know exactly what we're talking about right now. Makes this video more important and more powerful than almost any video. We don't force, we don't know. We let the market come to us and we react. If you give it to me, you give it to me like this. If you give it to me A plus style like this, then yeah, okay, I'm taking my shot and I'm okay. I can live and die with that. That's okay. Other than that, I'm not taking it. And I can see right now, I could even clean up and delete my technicals on here because I don't really know. I don't really know. If you give me, this is an A plus setup. If you give me this, I'm gonna try to take your head off. All right. Right now, what he's doing is trapping people. Okay. I was trying to talk about this yesterday. Absolutely. We're not prophets, but we've been taught so much poison. We've been taught that, yeah, you can become a prophet. No, I don't want to be a prophet. I want to be a sniper. I want to be, a wild man that comes and jumps on your back and does something like that, So, I like this setup right here. This pound NZD one. That's why, did I have it? Yeah, it's going to stay at the top of my little list over here. But I don't think it doesn't look to me. I'll put it like that. Like we're going to get action to come and close beyond and give me the trade. If he does, that's wonderful because it's a killer. So just look around at some. Look at GJ still has it too. GJ is still in the game. Alv, good morning. That's what this channel is all about. Alv, this is a educational channel. So not necessarily the Harmonic Trading Club, but the Harmonic Trading Academy. That's the playlist that you can find if you go to the playlist section. Everything that you see me talking about here and teaching here is all trading education. Let me see. Do you have any page or something? So this is the page. My YouTube channel is the page. I don't do a whole lot of other things all over the place. TikToks, Instagrams. No. Everything that we do, we're going to keep it right here on YouTube, including if I start to give off trade signals, they will be right here in YouTube. No. So Drew, the only time, so if I do, you try opening session. No. So no, I'm not concerned with a lot of things like that, Drew. And I'm not opposed to anything anyone else tries or learns any strategies like that. I'm not concerned with what happens on a opening session, opening high. I'm not concerned with anything like that. They don't align with my trading strategies. They don't align because at that point a trader, and I could be wrong, a trader is dependent on that happening. And if he doesn't catch that opening high session, this and that stuff happening, not to say that that's not real or true or correct. I haven't tested. I haven't looked into it. Could be a very profitable strategy, but the trader, it sounds like just based on the question, the trader is kind of like, okay, well, if that didn't happen, then I need to wait for the next session. And no, I'm not waiting for the next session and 3-bar reversal or any pattern that I trade. I'm actually waiting for it to close. So in this case, this is me being willing to wait 3 hours until 10 a.m. to say if and only if the third candle is closed beyond the doji, I will enter. So no. And I've pretty much scaled back a lot of things that I do. Of course, I got the ability to do pretty much anything and everything because because of the way that I view the market. Okay, so here you go with the biggest, most powerful pattern right here, advanced cipher pattern. I could trade that. I'm just not interested in it right now. I could go advanced cipher pattern right there. I'm just not interested in it. So it's different when you. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. I'll be ORB opening range breakout market. Then you can watch it for. Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, you can do that, but I wouldn't. That's not something that aligns with me. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, you can. Yes, yeah, you can show him what you're talking about. Hopefully, he catches on to it. It's something that he can use. I've heard about it, but until I could prove that it could be profitable for me, it's not even something I would entertain. But I wouldn't even entertain it anyway because I trade a completely different system. You guys are look at this, how devastating this trade is on a swing, killer, and there's there's no reason for me to really look at anything else when I have things like pattern recognition and structure analysis. Two different systems. So that breakout strategy versus pattern recognition and structure analysis, you could put them side by side and just see how they compare. To each his own. So I mean, and that's the good thing. That's one of the beautiful things about this industry, is how many strategies there are. That's another thing that makes it even better. It's like just you can go as simple as you want, something like trend continuation. You could do something like this. Watch this, guys. So we're just killing time here, so we're going to go ahead and close it up because I've looked at some of the things that I want. But let's say I put it like this. This is the beauty of this game. Okay, this is the A to B is equal to CD pattern. The problem is he didn't fill. He missed the fill by a little bit. Okay, harmonic pattern. Oh, sorry, he did fill. He crossed it. Okay, this is a perfectly filled A to B is equal to CD pattern. Okay, and then price action going back the other way. Now here's the thing, big giant move, right? Here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about this game. The majority of people don't know that trade was there. But with advanced pattern recognition, with understanding the A to B is equal to CD pattern, a trader like me is going to know. Plus, not only that, this trade actually came and did bearish engulfing, followed by doji, followed by trigger closing beyond it for an entry right there and a trade that looks long right there. And even if you want to trade back up to the structure with stops under it. So this trade for me is almost a 2-to-1. You guys see how quick I did that? So this is why. And of course the A to B is equal to CD pattern is the first advanced pattern. So yeah, I don't drift away anything. I'm pretty sure I got some of the most powerful tools in the game, and I just showed you. All right, so I'm going to wrap up. I wish that I had more in this. Maybe I could come back around later after 10 and see if anything materialized. But thanks for jumping in. Just a short one. I'm just trying to find out how we're going to move forward. Things are changing. Things are slowing down. We got so many things we want to do. Like I really want to have a straight up just a September series, conquering the September phenomenon where people say that you can't trade and you lose, stuff like that. I just got a lot going on. So I just figured it'd be a good thing to come on this morning, kind of stretch our arms, stretch our legs, and show the world that we here, we working, okay, and we still have a lot to offer. But anyway, like the video. If this brought some value to you, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when videos come out. Subscribe to the Harmonic Trading Club. Head on over to the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist where we teach everything you see me talking about here, which was really nothing but in great detail. You guys will be good. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next video. You guys got it. Thanks, Drew. Thanks for checking in, man, bro. I'll see you. Just keep those alarms on. Keep that bell icon on, and you'll see we're really going to rock out and do a whole bunch of amazing stuff. And I appreciate your support, man. You got it. Have a good week, man.